The Fina Women's Junior World Championships are underway in Portugal, plus men's college season has started, all coming up next on a brand new counterattack. Hi everyone, Greg Mescall here. Thanks for joining us on the counterattack. We start first in Portugal. The Fina Women's Junior World Championship underway. Group play action finishing up today. Team USA starting things off against Japan. This one would end in an 11-11 tie. Don't forget live coverage of all these matches available via finatv.live. A subscription service is required. Then we go to yesterday against Hungary, and this one came down to the final minutes with less than a minute to play. Jewel Romer on the power play goal. That will give Team USA an 8-7 lead, and that's your final score. Romer and Ryan Neuschel both scoring 3 goals in the victory as Team USA gets their first win. They'd play Australia earlier today in group play action to close out that stage of the tourney. We'll have results from that and the rest of the tournament next week right here on the counterattack. We caught up with Sarah Klass after the first day of play in Portugal.
So we got to start off the tournament today playing Japan. Ended in a tie 11-11, which was not the result we wanted, but we were able to battle back from a 2-goal deficit in the fourth quarter, which was great. So last possession we had a 6-on-5, and then I was able to get a pass from Ryan over to 6 and score the goal to tie it, which is great. But we're looking to improve on our 6-on-5 percentage and some of our counter defense.
And now from there, we bring it back stateside. College water polo underway. A couple of highlights from this past weekend. Lots of action in the Northeast. Dennis Blashow gets to the chopper here for Harvard against Cal Lutheran. This via the Harvard water polo account. A lot of those matches from Harvard and Brown streamed on ESPN+. Then we go down to the Naval Academy. Big invitational there. UCLA and Stanford, among others, playing. This from Navy taking on UCLA. Salinas scoring here, but it'd be the Bruins getting the win, 20-7. And then staying on the East Coast, we go out to Pittsburgh. Washington and Jefferson holding their invitational at the Highland Park Outdoor Pool in Pittsburgh. Coverage here via CBS Pittsburgh. Washington and Jefferson going 1-2 on the weekend. Always a cool event. The city keeps the pool open an extra week. Lots of pools close around Labor Day in the Northeast and on the East Coast, and this one stays open an extra week for college water polo action. Good stuff there from W&J. That sends us off to our Cap 7 college scoreboard. How about UC Santa Barbara? Huge wins on the early season for the Gauchos. They upset Cal 8-5 and then defeat Long Beach State 12-9. Then an East Coast-West Coast battle, St. Francis Brooklyn, 1 goal better than Cal Baptist, 11-10, and UC San Diego defeating UC Davis 12-8. Water polo streaming this weekend. Princeton hosting a ton of teams this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All Princeton Tiger matches will stream live on ESPN+, and one match, Princeton versus Bucknell, on Saturday evening. That'll be also live on NBC Sports Philadelphia. So lots of water polo coming to Princeton, New Jersey this weekend. Make sure you tune in. Now, sad news to share. As many of you already know, the water polo community lost a good friend in Justin Dignam. Justin was one of the 34 victims of the Santa Cruz Island dive boat fire over Labor Day weekend. He was a big part of the water polo family. As a longtime water polo player going back to his college days at the University of Richmond, coaching at Iona and Wesleyan, he was still playing this summer at the USA Water Polo Masters National Championships. He started his own company, Big Fish Payroll. They've been a partner to USA Water Polo for close to a decade as the official payroll services provider. Our own Chris Ramsey talked with CBS LA in remembering Justin.
What I really valued about Justin was, one, his just enthusiasm for life, his desire to give back to these kids that were now going through something that he himself had done many, many years before. He did it because he got something out of that feeling. Yes. He got something out of that competition, and he always wanted to be close to it.
Justin not only supported USA Water Polo, but individual athletes like Olympians Rachel Fatal and Courtney Matthewson. Courtney remembered Justin on social media and shared a photo from her retirement a couple of years back. Of course, Justin was there. Other tributes on social media have been pouring in, including this picture from his University of Richmond teammates. We know they are grieving his loss. He was always a fun guy to be around. High energy, excitement. We talked with him on the Counterattack Live at JO's just a year ago. He was present at our Hall of Fame induction earlier this summer. Just excited to be supporting the sport he loved. Always had a kind word, a quick joke. All of us here at USA Water Polo were sending our thoughts to the Dignam family. Justin, we'll miss you. And now on to our USA Water Polo Academic All-American winners announced last week. Congratulations to all the recipients. Around 1,000 water polo athletes recognized for their efforts in the classroom and in the pool. More information at usawaterpolo.org. And now we close out our show as we do every week with our social media send-off brought to you by our friends at Cobian. We start off first with our winner of a free pair of Cobian sandals. To win, all you have to do is comment on a USA Water Polo Instagram post. We select one of those comments at random. This week's winner, Joey Guacamole. Pretty good name on Instagram, and he's also a winner of a free pair of sandals. And now on to the rest of the social media send-off. We asked for some of your best summer water polo photos, maybe outside of a pool, from summer 2019. Ken sending in some summer polo action from Boise, Idaho. You have to love this water polo display at the Dubrovnik Airport, and if any airport's going to have some water polo love, you'd expect it to be in perhaps Budapest or Dubrovnik. Thanks for John sending this in. Some hanging water polo sculptures there in the airport. Would love to see one of these in a U.S. airport. I think maybe LAX would be a great spot for this. And our USA Women's Junior Team staff, they found the good Ronaldo statue. Now, you may have recalled that the initial Ronaldo statue, take a look here, that came out looked nothing like the soccer star and was widely ridiculed. The sculptor, they gave it a second crack. They made a better statue. That's the one that Coach Benson and the staff found. Good stuff there. On to high school water polo in Michigan. Check out this shot from the Hudsonville Eagles. They're off to a hot start.
Better make it.
USA Women's National Team, after winning gold in Korea and Peru, they're now back to work, training in Los Alamitos. But first, breakfast. That's an important team-building activity via their Instagram account. Speaking of Team USA, Alex Bowen, he's on his way to Mladost, and one more San Diego Padre chop before the San Diego native heads off, that via his dad's Twitter account. Thanks, Rod and Sultan Polo. And then last but not least, more Team USA action. Last week, National Grandparents' Day, and Chancellor Ramirez, his great-grandmother, wearing his Pan Am Games gold medal. Thanks to Chancellor for sharing that on his Instagram account. And that's the best of water polo on the internet this week. Thanks so much for your submissions. Keep them coming. Use the hashtag counterattack. Tag us at USAWP. That's all for this week's episode. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget, when you're on the counterattack, look weak side.